So back to the violin, we're going to play our first tune, and it's called the Open String Blues. And so, much like the namesake, we're going to just play the open strings, right? So, again, in my sitting rest position, I'm going to put the violin up under the chin. And now I'm going to start on the E string, okay? And I'm going to bow 8 times on the E string. Now I'm going to start with my grip, of course. I'm going to start close to the frog, and I'm going to pull down right to the tip of the bow. So I'm going to call that 1. So I'm going to pull right in between the middle is where I'm going to achieve my best sound, between the end of the fingerboard and the top of the bridge. So right in the middle is where I want to pull. And I'm going to pull down. So that's going to be 1, and I'm going to do that 8 times. And you can see as I do that, I have the mountain. When I'm going down, I have the valley, okay? So let's do that again now, but I'm going to bow on the A string, which is the next string over. So I'm going to tilt, right? I'm going to tilt over to the A string. And so the A string gets to be a little bit trickier because I want to bow on one string at a time. So I want to bow in between the D and the A. So now, just a slight little tilt. You can see how my hand tilts up here, just a little bit, but I still am maintaining, looking at my watch, the mountain, right? And now bow down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the same thing as I go to the D string. Again, I'm going to tilt. My elbow is coming up a little bit, right? So the other thing is we want our elbow should always be pointing down, right? So my elbow is coming up a little bit, but it's still pointing downwards. Often I'll see, I got a bad shoulder, I can't do it, but often I'll see people reaching over to these strings with their elbow way up in the air, but we don't want to do that. And the way we maintain that, again, maintaining the fiddle at that 45-degree angle and using the mountain and the valley. Same thing when we come to the G string now. You can see my elbow has come up a little bit, but it's still pointing towards the ground. I'm still maintaining that bow grip with my wrist pointed towards me, okay? So we're going to start over here again, and we're going to play the open string blues. And we're going to, again, it's just 8 even strokes on each string. So I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I would probably start that and play that over a few times again. Where it starts to become musical is if you're playing with a guitar or a keyboard player, you can get them doing a rhythm, and I'll play sevenths off of each string, so and finish on the G, right? So I'd play E7 as I play that, A7, D7, and then finish with a straight G, and then to make it sound even a little more jazzier, as I play the E string, I would play a C. As I play the A string, I'd play an F, D string would be a G, and then D string would be a G, and then G string would come back to the E to finish, okay? So just kind of gives it a little different flavor. So I would play that a couple times around. Then I would finish, and this is where we start to experiment with some of the bow grips. And people like this because it makes it a little bit, not bow grips, bow techniques. Like it because it's a little more fun. I come to the tip end, and this will be my finish. I'll do something called a shimmer. And so a shimmer is where I just do a light flick with my wrist. And I even give myself here permission to take maybe even my pinky and my ring finger off. And I'm just doing a slight little wrist movement here. I'll stand up for that. So that will be my shimmer. That's like a showtime, showcase kind of ending, show business kind of ending. So I'm going to play the open string blues one pass through the whole thing 8 times. I'm not going to count this time. And then when I come back, I'm going to end with that shimmer just so you see how that sounds. So I'll count it in like this. 1, 2, ready, in. And that'll be my ending. Now, something I might do, especially if you have a guitar player playing along with you, is just to maintain. Music is very rhythmic, right? It's very rhythm and it follows rhythmic patterns. So what I might get the kids to do, or young students to do, as they're learning, is to still. I'll call out a number as we're going through the open strings, and this is practicing that bowing. As you noticed, I was keeping my bow right in the middle of the between the bridge and the fingerboard the whole way through. So I might call out 4. And so I'll still get them to count to 8, but only play 4. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they get that sense of timing. And then, so it becomes very much a pattern and a rhythm, as I say, a rhythm. And so you can do 3, you can do 2, you can do 1, and then come back to the 8 to finish. So I'm going to do one more open string blues. I'm going to play the 8 the first time. I'm going to do the 4 the second time. Then I'll do 2 the next time, and then back to 8, and then my ending to finish, okay? And so this is all. What this really does, it gets us comfortable playing on the violin. It gets us comfortable with the sound of each string, and it gets us doing rhythmic ideas in our head as we're counting. And most importantly, it gets us comfortable with bowing one string at a time. We're practicing that as we go through that. Okay, so I'm going to count it in like this: 1, 2, ready, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to count on these anymore. Now I'm going to do 2 this time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same idea. 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go back to the original 8. Ta-da!